Hey everybody, it's Maida, and today I am just going to run through some designs that I made right here. And so a little background information during my live stream where I am drawing Oriana, we mentioned in the chat, I forget how we got on the subject, but we started talking about Earth-chan, and I hate Earth-chan. I know hate is a strong word, but I really do not like... I mean, as a meme, it's fine. I don't care. But, like, just everything that she is design-wise is just... I don't like it. And actually, I wasn't sure why it bothered me so much until after Vesenia Designs mentioned that her design was lazy. And I was like, maybe that's why I hate her so much. Maybe I just need to see something different with her. And I have seen some variations of Earth-chan, but none have really strayed from the fact that her hair is just colored like the globe. And so I went ahead and did 3 of my own drawings of, like, if I had to make a character based on Earth, how they would look. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go through and talk about my design choices here. Again, you don't have to like these designs. I don't necessarily think they're any cuter than Earth-chan. Earth-chan... I'm fighting back the words that Earth-chan is cute. But I mean, she's cute. That's it. But I mean, anyone can be cute if you give her a bob and a school uniform. In terms of drawing. So, yeah, the goal here in these designs was not cute. It was just an interpretation, like a personification of the Earth. So, let me just start with this one right here. So this is the first one that I drew, and she's not very, it's not a very exciting look, you know, very casual with her light blue sweater and her dark blue pants. And the reason I use so much blue, you saw in all of these ones, is because the Earth is 75-ish% covered in water. Maybe more by now, I don't know. This is what I learned in elementary school. Or somewhere, something like that. So, yeah, her hair is green, clearly, because on a globe, the planet stuff is green. And I made her eyes red, or reddish, red, orange, and like a, yeah, with an orange highlight. And that was to imitate like lava or a red hot core, because I consider eyes to be the windows of the soul. And so it's like, if we considered the soul as someone's core, then the Earth's core is probably red hot and glowy. So I made her eyes red. So there was that one. And oh, I just added some white on the top of her head for like polar ice caps. It doesn't make sense because I didn't add like Australia type green stuff to her pants. But again, this was just a quick one. And again, like shoes are white because maybe Antarctica. Who knows? But yeah. So this is water. And why does she look so grumpy? You know? Grumpy right here. Because, let's see. One of my first images of Earth-chan when she first came out was the bubbly thing. And in my head I was like, but what about all this bad stuff that's happening to the Earth? Like the, you know, glaciers melting and polar bears dying and the ozone layer thinning out, was it the ozone layer? Something. Greenhouse gases being shits. But, what was I saying? Why she's grumpy? Oh, yeah. And I made her grumpy looking because, honestly, the earth knows how to take care of itself. I consider, like, how the earth works to how our bodies work, in that whatever we do to our bodies, typically it tries its best to accommodate for whatever we are lacking or whatever we're not doing super well with it. Let me use an example with water. If you're not drinking enough water, your body will retain that water, retain whatever water you're drinking, so that you don't get so dehydrated, right? And then your body is so adjusted to that, retaining water, that when you start drinking a lot of it, it starts going, oh snap, this body's already moisturized as well as we can moisturize it, and now she's drinking too much water, so now we have to get rid of that water. And then that's why you pee a lot, when you start drinking a lot more water than you're used to. So that's just like a simple example. So yeah, it kind of sucks that the earth is in the state that it's in, with a lot of pollution and whatever, but it knows how to fix itself, I'm sure. And people are shaping the landscape and doing their best to try and help with that as well. For instance, like the city gardens being on rooftops now to help with to help reduce CO2 emissions. People are putting gardens on top of skyscrapers because there isn't any more room in the cityscape, in the city's structure, to make more parks or anything. So they're using the tops of buildings, which is a great idea. Why not? Anyways, that's why she's grumpy. Or like, she looks like she doesn't care, because like, whatever you do to her, she can handle her own. Okay, she can handle her own. And yeah, that's why she looks like that. That's why she's standing the way she is. She's like, come at me, I don't care. You're not gonna hurt me. Anyway, moving on to the second one that we have here. So this one is more based on that idea that I had of a sick earth. So as you can see, her hair is not as vibrant green. It's more like a pale green, and it goes off into this yellow color, which I consider like a dead plant color. At least I'm basing it on my lucky ribbon plant, whose leaves are turning yellow at the tips. So, and I made her skin blue because I wanted her to look, what's the word? Not ephemeral, but supernatural isn't the word either. I was gonna write out of, yeah, we'll just write out of this world. But yeah, the goal was just to make her look not necessarily human, but humanoid. And so yeah, so like I said, this is, her hair kind of indicates the pollution of the planet, like less gardens and whatever, a dying earth. Her skin is blue, again, to represent that 75% water, even though it's more like 90% water here. Her clothes are white, but also fade off into a transparency color, again to indicate that the ozone layer, or the layer that is protecting us from greenhouse, oh wait, ozone layer is thickening or thinning out. I can't remember. But that's why some of it is white and transparent. Just to indicate the ozone layer. And I mean also clouds if you want to think about it as clouds. Because, what is it? Greenhouse gases they're supposed to be released out into the atmosphere, but this layer is like thickening for reasons unknown, so the greenhouse gases are getting trapped, which is causing the earth, which is right here, we'll just draw that, causing the earth to warm up, which is why it was originally called global warming, but clearly there are other consequences to that, so now it's climate change. But that's like the simple explanation right here, is greenhouse gases getting trapped. But yeah, also the point in having her wear a long gown was to make her look more otherworldly. That's the word I was looking for. Almost the same thing as this, but otherworldly was the word. So, going back to the ocean thing, I added black spots on her body to indicate oil spills. And like I said, all of the eyes are red in the ones that I drew just for the core thing, to represent the Earth's core. But in this one, she's not necessarily melancholic. She kind of looks more sad. And like I said, sickly-ish. Like the blush, again, I used black blush here to indicate a kind of feverish look. Yeah, and the sleeves here are jagged, again, just to add to the overall look of a weakened Earth, or like a dying Earth, or if something fading away. Anyway, and I drew her as if she was floating, so this is actually, she looks very ghostly in my opinion compared to the other two, which isn't, I don't know, it's alright. I would say this one is the most elegant of my designs, and it didn't even take too much. Did I mention everything there? I think I mentioned everything there. Oh, she's also a lot rounder than the first one, you know, her face is round. Tried to make her hips round. I know, oops. This one, I also tried to make her thighs look thick, but it's harder when, like, they're not together, so you can't see this, this shape as much, this curve. Anyways, enough with those scribbles. So now we've heard about those two. The third one, I would say she's more like Earth Sensei. That was my thought as I was thinking about this video today. Earth Sensei. She has the same kind of look that the first design had, where it's like, I would say it's a fierce look, but it looks better on her because her outfit is on fleek. Let's say that. Sorry, I don't actually use that kind of slang. But, so in this case, instead of having the skin blue, I made the hair blue. Again, for that water, 75% water on the earth. And, yeah, I didn't want her outfit to be completely green, so I gave her a navy skirt. We'll just say that it indicates the deeper ocean as well. Her bag right here, let me zoom in. The marking on it, you'll notice it's like 3 curved things, and that was based on 3-letter R's going around in a circle. Let me see if I could redo it right here. So it's like R, let's see. Do 3 things. R, right? Oops. R. And that was for, you know, reduce, reuse, recycle. So it was a different take on that logo. It actually looks pretty scary, honestly. I'm not a fan of it, but you know what? I'll work with it. It's already there. And I gave her green lipstick to make her look more fierce. I don't really draw a ton of makeup on people because I don't wear makeup. Yeah, I said it's supposed to represent kind of like seafoam. And then I made her shoes white again. Oh, like I said, I didn't want too much green. So I gave her white shoes, kind of going along again with the first design, and for like Antarctica, since that's south. So we can call them Antarctica shoes. Yeah, her eyes are red. And her skin is more of a reddish brown. And that's based on, this is gonna sound horrible, but based on, you know, Native American, more of a Native American type skin tone, or Aboriginal skin tone, because it's more, people describe it as being more of a reddish, earthy tone, rather than just a straight brown. So that was the intention in her skin tone here. I don't believe I remembered to mention that the reason Earth-chan is dark here, or my Earth design is dark here. Oops. It's because of the Earth's crust. So I imagine that the skin would be more of the Earth's crust. And so the oceans and stuff lay on top of the Earth's crust. So that's why I reimagined the clothes to be blue and the hair to be green. So there is my explanation of the designs that I went through for these pictures. So feel free to let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hopefully this doesn't flag me as a hater, but I really, really do not like Earth-chan. Let me know if you guys have any questions about, I guess, character designing. I don't do much of it because my characters are usually just normal people looking. There's nothing super fantastical about them since I set them on regular Earth. But yeah, that's everything for me. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.